So we're talking here about the product lifecycle, the PLC, and looking at a Boston Consulting Group matrix. And so when we introduce a product text, typically that is a period where that product has to be heavily invested into.
Okay.
Which looks just like a question mark. We really don't know if it's going to make it, but we've got cost here of marketing costs, research and development costs, costs of communicating our message. So question marks are just that. We don't know if they're going to succeed or not because we hope they move into a growth phase. Hopefully it looks like a hockey stick where it just launches up. That would be great, right?
Yes, that would be.
Very nice. So that looks a lot like you brought up earlier the iPod. So the iPod, MP3, delivery of music, and it launched very quickly. So it evolved into the growth phase. The growth phase looks and feels and acts like a star. You have to invest into it, take the profits from it, put it back into that product, and push it out there so it becomes, if not the market leader, in the top couple spots.
Understood.
Because eventually that market's going to mature. And when it matures, that's when we really start making profits. A cash cow is also the mature market phase. And so companies milk those cows, those cash cows, for their profits. So what they try to do is they try to now realize economies of scale in their manufacturing. They try to minimize the cost. So the cost of production is at a minimum. Also, those initial startup costs now are paid off. So there's more profit margin there. And what companies typically try to do is extend that mature market phase as long as they possibly can.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It makes sense. So when Coca-Cola started off, did they have 50 flavors of Coke?
Yeah, it was just Coke.
It was just Coke. How many flavors of Coke are there today?
Thousands.
It seems like thousands. There are over 200 countries with different amounts of different types of sugar. You got cherry Coke, Diet Coke, Coca-Cola Free, Coke, right? All these different.
I saw a blood orange Coke the other day.
Blood orange Coke? What did that taste like?
I didn't try it.
Okay. Well, it sounds good. But Coke has been very successful at hanging Coke in that mature phase for a long, long time because they want to avoid becoming a dog. Outdated by some type of technology. Now, I don't know if there's going to be a new soft drink technology that comes around, or there's going to be a movement or a change in the culture where people don't drink Coke anymore. But dogs are like, for example, you mentioned video before. Do you ever have a DVD player?
Yes.
You still use your DVDs today?
No.
You don't? Why not?
They're in a box in the corner of the attic.
I bet they're worth a lot of money, right?
Probably like fine wine, huh?
They just keep getting better with age, right? So DVD players got replaced by alternative methods of content delivery, like one of them being streaming video, was what we watch today. So the decline phase looks very much like a dog. Decline, dog. And that typically means a change in technology or a shift in consumer taste that make the old way of doing something, or the tried, true, and tested way of doing something, no longer the way to do it.